frankly not really that bothered whether we have the word empire or else.
But it did bother Benjamin Zephaniah. He didn't accept it.
It bothers one person who didn't accept, right, or a couple of people who don't accept hiring on it. Yeah, remember, it's the empire that ended the slave, by the way. And it wasn't the empire that started it, by the way. So this guy's right. Why be bothered? Yeah? All it is another form of trying to whittle away what was our country in any form that can be done. 3 people turned down there because of the word empire. It was this morning. There's 3 of them. This poet and 2 other bods. Right? Look how many people haven't turned it down. Yeah? So we're going to change everything for the odd bod. Funny how we can't change the country for the odd child who gets raped by the odd bod. Hey, let's carry on listening to this crap then. Because if they can't blink and address that as a country, then we're not worth nothing in my view.
That needs to change in my view.
Empire, excellence, super duper, anything. World Cup winners, rugby, football, cricket, anything. Yeah, because we can't hold the biggest cup of all. And that's the innocence of the spirit of our British children, by the way. So this is all bollocks, is it not?
We get a bit sick of trying to diss our whole history. Yes,
Yeah, well said.
The British Empire, but there were a hell of a lot of good things that happened to it. Kind of made this country what it is today.
Hear, hear.
But like Bim, I can't lose an awful lot of sleep over this. If it's Order of the British Empire, Order of the British Excellence, I don't really care.
But Ian, can you see, if you look at the back of the treatment of...
So why change it then?
Who, again, their ancestors would have been enslaved by the British. So years down...
Yeah, but you know what? Before we started it, love, the Africans used to slave their own people, and they still do it today, even. Yeah? They still do it today. The Arabs did it way before we did it. Yeah? If anything, we just made the correct use of the money that was made off that horrible thing way back when and put it into things like educations and inventing things and doing all of the good stuff out of it. Because if you look at then the Holocaust and what Hitler did, we even use stuff today, many things today, what Hitler actually did in the concentration camps, yet we all use it. Funny that, isn't it, everybody? So hypocritical, it's embarrassing. Yeah, I'll put on the video what Hitler did and what we all use and stuff. You'd be surprised.
Well, which I think is a good thing.
But it's about moving forward, actually, and recognising that with history, you don't get to change it. You just get to say, you get to understand and learn about what happened and look forward. And that's why the Commonwealth is such a good organisation, because it's a voluntary organisation.
The Empire is dealing with it correctly as the Empire. If you start taking all that away, it'll just be an argument, just like what the politicians, like another school-type, childish playground argument involving race, gender, and basic stuff like that. You might as well, I suppose it's a change than 2p a pint, isn't it? That's how frivolous and tacky these politicians use these subjects to rile the decent man and woman in this country up.
What children are actually taught, because I think that's where the issue is. This whole debate depends on your perspective, and it depends on your but also what you know. Probably a lot of people that weren't taught in school about the bad bits of the empire in a way perhaps we should have.
And let's avoid this terrible histories video that is apparently doing the rounds about how awful the empire was and Queen Victoria. I mean, what the BBC is doing, creating videos like that, I do not know.
Well, I mean, when it comes...
The BBC are trying to control even the politicians and so on with their other, manipulating media, propaganda and blackmailing stuff and paedophile connections and everything. They want to control the country via a bloody weather report and a Good Morning programme type of bollocks.
Black
studies.
Do not talk about him.
If he's going to dictate our curriculum,
we're looking at making sure we get a balanced curriculum so that young people are taught about what actually happened.
And is that more important than dropping the word empire?
Yeah, balance doesn't mean dropping stiff and hiding it. It means getting on with it, standing there as a man and a woman and understanding and getting through it, not continuing the argument by not looking at all the facts.
Bye-bye.
Right, what we have here, I've just come on to it, I've not opened it up yet. Let's have a look. Category, inventions of the Nazi period. And underneath it says what US made of some of them. So we'll have a ganders. Without going into it too deeply. Oh, look at the list of this stuff. Yeah? Acoustic torpedoes. Anti-ship missiles. Oh, Fanta. Everybody drinks Fanta. Yeah? Think about it, guys. Jerry cans. Volkswagens. Loads of stuff. That's there's a few things there. Let's go back. So why don't we rub out all the stuff then? Yeah, you know, you drop in things like words. Well, why don't you drop then what you use? For is it not worse? Is it not? Yeah. So look at this here then. We all like the jets and things like that and the torpedoes to save our own country even today. All those Fanta drinkers, you drinking Hitler's, all the Volkswagen drivers, it goes on and on and on, everybody, doesn't it? But do we drop that? No. But you want to drop a word because it offends the odd body who rejected the empire, right? Because of slavery, where people died and people survived. Yeah? We've got child abuse, mass child abuse going on, with murders involved, sacrifices, the lot, rapings. Nobody does anything about that much, do they? I bet you sometimes these guys who got even offered the order, never mind being able to refuse it, if they would have put their possible intellect into then hunting down these dirty people, these evil people who rape kids, they may never have even got to the point of being recognised in their own field of poetry. Start writing poems about the child sacrifice that goes on, Mr. Poet Man who rejected the empire. Start writing stuff like that might bugger up your own course of income because you're knocking on doors rather than just get there and make a point. But the point really, yeah, look what else we use with evil. Goes on and on and on, doesn't it? You can't keep having a go at people. Country was the first country to stop slavery. And we were not the first ones to start it. Like I said, we've made a lot of good things with the money, fair enough, like the rest of the world has done and still do, don't we? From it. So we're going to stop all that, are we? And then we're going to stop all the stuff from the, Auschwitz and what went on in there. We're going to stop all Hitler stuff, are we? Yeah? You were left with nothing. Would you? I wonder what sort of evil has been, on the other side of the, not saying that intellect people are evil, but there'll be some people, when they're on that side of the coin, let's say, yeah, they have the freedoms of money power, don't they? I wonder what sort of, bod will be claimed for things like, like what, but then yet the Nazis made all those stuff, Volkswagen cars, Fanta and all that lot, yeah, and other things. I think they did X-rays as well. Yeah. That was just a short list of things they did. Now, in 20 years' time, you might find that half your people who's invented your blinking phones and mobile phones, they could have been in this, cult of child molestation that goes on throughout the world on a massive scale. Will you lot drop down your phones and stop using your phones because of the evil that's more evil? Rapings of a child and murdering of a child after raping them is more evil to me than slavery. Arguing about skin colour. Now what they're doing really is they're getting all the people to argue about the skin colour racism again, but then propelled you into hypocrisy of a selfish angle because none of you have shouted out even for the black children who have been raped, sexually abused. Have you? You know what I mean?